The police say today's rescue of 6 people from the Kahurangi National Park in northwest Nelson is yet another reminder to always check the weather before venturing out into the wilderness. Here's Tracy Neal with the story.
2 tired families happy to be safe and warm, but preferring to leave the talking to police and rescue crews at the helicopter base in Nelson today.
Yeah, so the group was well prepared. What caught them out was the weather and specifically the fact that they did not check the forecast before they went up. That road was showing as open, but there was a snow warning for the area and they never picked that up.
Kahurangi is the country's second largest national park. It's a popular place for hikers, but its mountains and valleys that stretch from Golden Bay to Karamea on the west coast can be hostile in winter. Mr York says the group had planned a one-night stay in a hut on Saturday, but became trapped by snow once weather conditions worsened.
Police were alerted yesterday afternoon, just after midday, about a couple of families who had become stuck in four-wheel drive vehicles in the Kahurangi National Park. It was in the Cobb Valley Dam area, which is a very high location. They were able to get to an emergency phone that's in the area and to call out for some assistance. One of their vehicles had been stuck in some snow and then into a ditch, and they were unable to get themselves back down again.
He says they were found cold but otherwise okay. Mr York says rescuers were mainly concerned about the 4 young children in the group, including 2 3-year-olds and 2 5-year-olds.
Medically they were fine, just a little bit cold after their night sheltering in one of the huts up in that area. They had firewood, they were able to look after themselves. They were well equipped, they had all the right safety equipment with them.
Mr York says the road to the area in the Cobb Valley is now completely snowed in and impassable. Nelson Marlborough Rescue helicopter crewman Ernie Bryant says the conditions at the time were okay for a helicopter rescue.
Bit of wind, cloud on the tops of the hills like you get at this time of year, and snow-covered ground, but nothing outside of our normal parameters.
So where did you land?
On the road down by the Cobb huts, not far from the reservoir where the dam end is. They were standing there waiting for us.
Mr Bryant says they used a break in the weather this morning to fly in and get them.
With the age of the children, they obviously didn't want to leave them there for another night, where it's potentially hard for us to get in because of weather or whatever, and so we decided to pull them out this morning.
Mr York says it's a reminder how essential it is to check weather forecasts before setting out into backcountry areas or the bush.
Yeah, police would really like today to get the message out to everyone who's using the backcountry and especially for driving. It's winter. We can expect snow in the high country, and you must check the weather before you go and make sure you're well equipped.
Mr York also says at this time of year conditions change rapidly and people can quickly find themselves in trouble. For Checkpoint, Tracy Neal, Tēnei.